All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got it. 20. Here, let's go. 13, Mike, 13. Ready to go.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Wait, that. Wait, 950. What we got? He's in now.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Wait, that 380.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Defender Raiders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds his target. It's Evans. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On first down, here's Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Brady now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Brady. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Wait, 53!
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Levante David in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, zoom. 13, Space. He's coming. 51, Tom. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Mike 13.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wait, that play 20. I'm going to come back to you. Jim.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go. Hey, Sam.
Play action. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, Foxtrot. Strip the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Slam. X3, 218, let him go.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready. 280. You don't know no better. Kill. 51. Smooth. Mike 8. Big stop, D. Big stop. Got it. Mike 8.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Ryan. It's complete to Grant. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready, 280. 125. 51. Jump. Single, slot. Hey.
21! 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Haywood!
Double time. Mike 13. He's coming. Check in.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Down! Ready! Mike 25!
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
White!
Fire's the mic.
Hey, orbit!
After you. I'm coming after you.
Gun!
Fire's the mic. Hey.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about
looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular.
It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play, Brady to Gronkowski, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Alert! They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
He's coming. Hey, Echo.
Now a play fake. Brady. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 6 yards away. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. McManus's point after is good, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Brady. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more caught? Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Regular. Defense. Time to run. Are you getting the head?
Hey, exit.
Mike 7. All right.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Mike 13.
Go.
He's coming. Say south. Be a long day for you. Mike 13. Hey, look out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ryan, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Fights through, and now a crease. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, 39 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brady going to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
54 Mike. Check.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, now Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the shield.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bravo.
He's back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Brady's got his guys first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
No, 66. Watch when he hit.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus wind, no wind, if it's a possibility, whatever it is, and they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.